Hello everybody and welcome back to the Pokemon Crystal Randomized Nuzlocke. Today we get to challenge the second gym, the Azalea gym, with our team here. I think underleveled. I believe the Scyther's at 17, but the Metapod and the Cocoon are both at 13, 14, so that should be fine. So might be a difficult bout. Let's go make sure we got money for potions and make sure we have we get potions that we might need. Because yeah, this might be a somewhat difficult fight. Luckily we do get the trainers in the gym and we will be battling all of them on the way in, but it's still going to be a probably pretty difficult fight. May lose. We'll do our best not to, but we'll see what happens. Primeape. You still don't have a fire move, so we do need to switch you out. So what we're doing here is put a paralyze on the Primeape to make sure it can't rage, or at least there's a less of a chance for it to rage, because rage does more damage the more damage it's taken. So we're just gonna do our best here to stop it from building up on that rage power. Wrap will continue to do subsequent damage to make sure to kind of make up for the lack of power that Twister has. And Twister's our main attack. Alright, Hedgie's level 12. Finally learned a fire move. Gyarados, well, we're not going to Hedgie for Gyarados. Go straight to Spark Plug. One Thunder Punch should do the trick. Nice. The reason I didn't go to Hedgie then switch to Spark Plug is I actually do want somebody to get decent experience. If we can get one Pokemon to like the 17 threshold, just so we have something that can match whatever it is. And Sparkplug has the least amount of weaknesses on the team, / resistance / immunities, so. Alright, Hedgie should be able to handle a Pineco as long as it doesn't explode. Okay. I forgot that Protect was in this gen. Oh no. That's what I was afraid of. And then no one gets the experience. Rest in peace. That's our first death from either series. Alright. Well, I guess we're putting Houndoom back on the team. We will do momentarily. Our poor egg, Kulava. Yeah, that sucks. I knew it was gonna self-destruct too. I just didn't. I don't know who could have. Maybe Dragonite could have taken it, but so we're gonna go to box 2. We're gonna name it. It's gonna be Death. And we're gonna deposit our poor hedgehog. Need to take the item off of it first. And this is so sad. Deposit Hedgie. Change the box. We're switching back to box 1. And we're gonna take out Houndoom. Luckily isn't too far behind with levels. They are gonna go ahead and heal up while we're here. And I am just sad. This is nuts. I'm so excited to have Cool Lava. You know what's funny? Here's a funny fact. I've beaten Gold, Silver, Crystal probably at least twice each. Like the original Gold, Silver, Crystal, not including Hard Gold, Soul Silver. And I've used Quilava on. I did a 2-2-2 run where I was like, I'm gonna do Chikorita twice, I'm gonna do Quilava or Cyndaquil twice, I'm gonna do Totodile twice. Both of my runs with Cyndaquil, and these aren't even Nuzlocks, they never got past Quilava stage before I either switched them out for something else or ceased using them in other ways. It just, unfortunately, I don't know. I know Typhlosion's pretty good now, especially Hisuian, but even Johto, Typhlosion's pretty good now, but it just, in Gen 2, I know Meganium is bad, even in, like, modern days, but it just felt okay because I liked it personally. So, is what it is. Quilava and I just don't see eye to eye here, apparently. Stinking Clefable. Clamp, that sucks because it's a water move. And it's a like Whirlpool and Fire Spin. Hurts me over time. Goodbye, Clefable. Gyarados, yes, I would love to switch out. Get Spark Plug, even more experience. Quad effective Thunder Punch. We'll stay here for Dodrio. So another fun fact about Gen 2 games, a lot of people like to over-level their starter and just bulldoze a game with their starter. That started in Gen 2. In Gen 1, you couldn't really do that because even if you did just focus on your starter, you would end up a little under-leveled, and if you lost your starter, you lost the game because the rest of your team couldn't keep up. I'm gonna go heal real quick. But in Gen 2, because the trainer battles and the leveling is really skewed, it made it so actually the easiest way to play the game was to just level up your starter, especially for Alligator, who is at the time the best of the 3 starters, bar none. Getting Ice Fang for the dragons later in the game, and having access to Waterfall, and it just made for Alligator so much better than the other 2. Meganium was a bulky screen setter, and Typhlosion was a physical attacking fire type, which, same thing with Flareon, it just didn't really work. They changed Typhlosion, so Typhlosion's actually balanced now. It's even in physical and special. But, yeah. Sweet. So people started bulldozing this game with just a starter, and then they're like, oh, it works here, let's keep doing it. And for most Pokemon games, it works. Unfortunately, other than, like, Gen 1. It works in Gen 1. I've done it. Like, my very first playthrough of Yellow, I just steamrolled with Charizard. But, again, it made people... The level balance issue in this game, I think, is almost solely responsible for people who fell off and never got into competitive. Because you train up your starter so much, and again, none of the 3 starters in this game were viable competitively. I know Pokemon competitive video game didn't really pick up till Gen 4, but then you go to Gen 4 and you're like, Infernape, Empoleon, and Torterra were never, like... They're good, but Torterra's the worst of the 3, and none of them were ever so good that they had to be used in competitive. There's lots of other Pokemon that fell to, like Garchomp and Metagross and things like that. So I know Infernape was the best of the 3, but it still wasn't as good as some of the other Pokemon you could get for competitive. So what ended up happening is Gen 4 is where, you know, the bull met the horns, right? All the people who were used to solo grinding and, like, saying, oh, I'm going to build a team around this guy. And then never build a team, just had that guy. So when they went to do competitive, like, okay, I have to build a team, but I want to focus on my main guy. Oh, shoot. Good luck, Cerberus. I'm sorry. Thinking of it. We're gonna do our best, but yeah. So I think Gen 2 is what started the trend that led to the downfall of Pokemon competitive with the general audience, and Gen 4 was the nail in the coffin, so to speak. Like, I don't think he can hit Houndoom. I think Gen 2 and Gen 4 just, you know, most people that I know that did play Pokemon stopped either at or after Gen 4. There was a few that stopped in Gen 1, Gen 2, and Gen 3. There's also, but also being involved in watching, at least. I would love to do actually projects with people, but seeing people like United Gamer and Nintendo and Game Boy Luke, most people's first games were Gen 3 or 4. Except, some people like play Gen 1. Yeah, I don't think this Mewtwo can hit me, so I think I've lucked out with Cerberus here. So I know, and a lot of people start with Gen 4 and Gen 5. How many people that are currently adults started with Gen 6 or on? I'm not saying they don't exist, but for the most part, it's Gen 1, 2, 3, or 1 through 5 is what someone started with. And being someone that's been playing since Red Blue, technically my first game was Yellow, but I did go back to play Red and Blue. It's amazing just seeing how far the games have come, right? Later today, I actually, dating it a little bit, this is the 21st. This video is going up the same day I'm recording it. So I might actually currently be doing it, but I'm planning on showcasing a little bit of competitive ladder on Scarlet and Violet. I have a Groudon team that I'm excited for. I didn't even remember what it was. I think Dragonite's gonna be good for basically anything. I should have gone my boy, but that's fine. Dragonite will resist his fire moves, and I can get a paralysis on Magmar. Yeah, so later today, I'm probably going to be doing some competitive Scarlet and Violet ladder, or maybe even currently right now today. So check it out, see if you like it. We'll probably get our rival battle done and an encounter in the forest before we call it for the day. I don't want to risk Dragonite going down, so we will switch to Quagsire. Dragonite got some chip damage, plus the paralysis will be nice. This Magmar is pretty strong. It is level 16, so I think 17 is the level of the Scyther in the remakes, Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Luckily, he still had my boy still had a berry, so I should be able to take 2 more fire punches, but he won't take 2 more water guns. I'm glad I got the paralysis, even though it hasn't actually affected the battle. As far as he hasn't skipped a turn, he still hit every single fire punch without getting fully paralyzed. It made sure that Magmar was slower than my team, which is what I needed. Alright, so no deaths from the gym leader. However, we did get a death from one of the gym trainers. And we have another, probably even more difficult fight with the rival battle, which all their Pokemon are like 18, 19, 20. So, Gust. I mean, it's a flying type move. It might be good for Dragonite, actually, like, legitimately. Might actually be nice for Dragonite, because then Dragonite will have a stab flying move, which it doesn't currently have. So, yeah, I'll take stab flying. It was Gust. It's Gust. It's not like gonna be savior of the day or whatever, but it'll give us a nice little boost, especially since against grass and bug types, which our only real answer right now is Houndoom. I forgot we were gonna sell Harden. We're not gonna sell Solar Beam in case we do get a good grass type Pokemon. Then we're gonna buy some. This is our first time buying repels. I'm only gonna buy 2 to make sure we can get through the. I think that'll be enough to get through the forest, because we have to do the far-fetched puzzle in the forest. So I just want to play it safe there, and then we'll go put more into our Pokeball stock, but I don't want to overdo it because we should be getting Great Balls soon. Go into our Super Potion stock, and then our Potion stock. And we'll have 210 bucks left over. Let's go heal after that gym battle, and now we've got the rival battle. Unfortunately, Teddiursa with not evolving and still being Teddiursa, it's just not providing a whole lot of value right now. I mean, it's decent against psychic types, but I'd argue that Cerberus is just better because it's dark, so it's immune to the psychic type attacks. Whereas, while Teddiursa has a move that's super effective against grass type, psychic types, which Houndoom currently does not have, it also will get hit by psychic type moves. We should be able to pick up our Pokeball. Nice. Can you work another one for me? Thank you. Let's go ahead and snatch this. Alright. Rival battle. We might lose here, too. I'm not joking. Basically, the hardest battles in this game, in my opinion, for randomizers is Bugsy, Rival Battle 2, and, Rival Battle 3 are the 3 hardest battles for randomizers in this gen. Because by the time you get to the 8th gym, your team should be leveled up fine, and the fact that it's not full of dragons makes it actually easier. Okay, well, let's go to my boy, because Zapdos shouldn't be able to really hurt my boy. Just, I mean, this will do damage, but it's not gonna do much. Just use Slam to take down Zapdos. Man, legendary battles today. What can I tell you? Mewtwo on the gym leader, and then could have probably just gone with Water Gun, but it's fine. Because Slam, I don't think is 100% accurate. Whereas Water Gun is, and I think Water Gun would have knocked it out from that range. Igglybuff, anyone can knock out Igglybuff. We will go to Ash to make it quick. And unless there's another electric type, my boy is basically finished with fighting this battle. Of course, Igglybuff survives. Doesn't get the sweet kiss for confusion though, and Scratch will finish it off. Alright, last Pokemon for the rival is Snubbull, which is the starter, which will just stay here. Should be decently leveled. 16. Man, am I just misremembering this stuff, or is this remakes at least somewhat better with the scaling? I think the remakes might just be slightly better with scaling than these games were. Which, I mean, fine by me. I'm not doing the remakes right now. I probably will do the remakes as parts of the series, but initially we're going to be playing the games kind of in the order they came out. So we will be getting to the remakes, but not quite yet. Next up is going to be, after we beat this game, our next... Actually, let's get Megan out front, who's our best Pokemon catcher. Let's go catch our encounter, and then we'll come heal. After these games, we're going to be doing, not Emerald, we're doing Sapphire. Because that's the one I played, and while I have yet to beat Emerald, I don't like... No, I've beaten Emerald. I don't like the fact... What an encounter. I don't like that Wallace is the champion. I much prefer Steven as champion. It's not even close. So yeah, we will be playing Sapphire to make sure that that is how it goes. Make sure we get Steven as the champion battle and not Wallace. I know some people like Wallace. Steven is just a better character. Sorry, not sorry. The Wallace stands. Great, cool. I didn't need a Igglybuff anyway. Alright, let's go heal, and we'll get through this forest. This forest isn't huge, and I do have a couple of repels, so I should be able to make it through the forest, especially because I didn't actually start really recording until like 2 minutes in. So, I know we haven't made any cuts. Oh, I do need to make one right now because I need to add the second badge to the layout. So I'll be right back. Alright, we are back. Hive Badge is on the way out, and now we are going to make our way through the forest here. Let's put Boo Boo out front, and then we're going to get into the forest, then launch a repel, so that we don't have to deal with the wild Pokemon that are in here while we do the Farfetch'd puzzle. I'll get this Farfetch'd. Ooh, a sunstone. Okay. So we can get Sunflora, we can get Bellossom, I think is the main one there. Alright, let's get another repel. Maybe I should have gotten 3, but it's alright. If we need more, we'll deal with it. So the objective is just to get through this forest, and then we will call it. I don't believe there's any battles in the forest. So the issue is now, I mean, Teddiursa getting cut would be the ideal, because cut is stab normal, so. And we don't really want it on anyone else on the team if we can avoid it. And all this mail. It's like not worth selling. So I think I'm just gonna throw all the mail in the PC. Right, TM down here might be headbutt. Even if it is, that'll be good for again Teddiursa. And we're out of repels. I should have gotten a third one. My gosh, baby Pokemon, Igglybuff and Togepi in this forest. If it's randomized, I wouldn't mind either. But if it is headbutt, it's also fine. It is technically like an adventure TM, so I wouldn't be. Yeah, like Flash, it's something that you can use to progress through the game. It's in the main game. It's the way to get Heracross. So. We will go ahead and take these Togepis as experience to get Teddiursa up to 14, because Teddiursa's, to this point, been one of the harder ones to train. Doesn't take that long, it doesn't have good matchups against anything because it's a normal type. Okay. I don't know what the Polka Dot Bow does. But we are just gonna toss this mail. Polka Dot Bow. Which does what exactly? Powers up normal type moves. Okay. Hey. Teddiursa, you're gonna be holding a bow. Because we need you to be stronger. So that is a good item. There we go. What are you? There is a trainer in here. Okay. You find a Magikarp in that tree? I don't know if that's impressive or not, because it's just a Magikarp, but I know Magikarp is actually stupidly... It's not even that bulky, but it's like stupidly bulky. Venonat. We don't have a bad matchup with Venonat. We'll stay here. Try to get more experience on Teddiursa. Won't deal with confusion. So we will just go to Cerberus to clean up the Venonat. And that's all. That was my worry with Venonat. It's either going to confuse or poison me, and it did in fact do that. So Teddiursa got a level up, which is good. I get a little bit more experience on the way out of here. Just a little bit. Because babies don't give out, the baby Pokemon don't give out a lot of experience. But I will take whatever I can get on Teddiursa specifically. It did worse than Togepi, so. Alright. So next episode we will make our way into Goldenrod, and I didn't know you gave me a TM. We'll be making our way to Goldenrod, and we'll do as much as we can in Goldenrod, trying to set up to get Miss Whitney in either the next episode or the episode after that. So, as always, thank you all for watching. If you liked it, leave a like or subscribe, ring the bell. Make sure you get notified about all my upcoming videos and streams. I stream regularly. It's been a little bit off and on lately because it's been a big month for my birthday, but generally I'm streaming at least 3-4 times a week throughout different times of the day too. So catch those, and if you have any suggestions for videos, content, games, other things for me to do, just leave a comment and let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.